You know, I just don't understand it. I really don't. 17-16. And this has got to be the most frustrating thing about this particular year. Every time I'm thinking, oh, it's about to be easy money, Operation Walkthrough. We shouldn't lose this game. Matthew Stafford's not playing. The Rams got injuries galore. Aaron Donald's not playing. And we lose this game. We lose to a team that just got Baker Mayfield 24 hours, 48 hours, 48 hours on the team. Like, it's not like they activated him off of injured reserve. Like, this dude's only been with the organization 24 to 48 hours. He's had no mini camps. He's had no OTAs. He's had no training camp. And we lose to a guy who had to go 98 yards at the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, how are we in this position? We were winning the whole game. We were controlling the whole game. And we go into the fourth quarter, and somehow Baker Mayfield feels like he's just been playing with the Rams for like 2 or 3 years. And he just goes on a methodical drive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the dude, he had at least 2 or 3 good passes on that last drive where I was like, wow, that's a good pass. And I give it to the touchdown pass he had to Jefferson. That was a good pass. But here's my thing: if you're for the Raiders, why were we in that position, right? Like, don't get me wrong, the Tillery penalty, uh, that's egregious, like next level egregious. You got the sack. They're already in a compromised situation. All of a sudden, you knock the ball out of this dude's hand when we already had a massive play by Max Crosby. Like, what are you doing, coach? Like, what are you doing? But forget about that. Like, I get that that's a huge play, and it really led to them extending the drive. But again, how the hell were we in that situation in the first place? We got a top 5 quarterback in Derek Carr. We got the number 1 receiver in the game. We got Josh Jacobs, number 1 running back in the game. Offensive line was playing well for 3 straight weeks. And once again, another game we were controlling for 90% of the game, and somehow we lose that game. I on some in some ways, this has to be the most depressing loss of the season. Like, before, I thought it was gonna be the Indianapolis Colts losing to Jeff Saturday. I thought that was the most depressing loss. And Matt Ryan getting a 39-yard scramble. Like, I thought that was the most depressing and humiliating loss. Funny story, I was wrong. I was wrong. This takes the cake, because it's one thing to lose to a coach who's never coached an NFL game ever. That's pretty up there. But the coaching staff has been there. The running backs have been there. Jonathan Taylor, he's been there. Matt Ryan, he's been there. Pittman, he's been there. So you get all these players have been there for the Colts. But with this loss, Baker Mayfield, he just got cut on Monday. Didn't get picked up until Tuesday or Wednesday. And we lose to this dude. We were supposed to be finishing the season undefeated. We were supposed to have a glimmer of a shot of going to the Super Bowl. We were supposed to be out in these streets. And what are we doing on a good Thursday? Walking off SoFi Stadium with our heads down, towels over our heads, drinking Gatorade like there's no tomorrow. Because guess what? There is no tomorrow. Season is over. We had a shot to redeem ourselves. We had a shot to have a remarkable comeback story. I was about to write the whole narrative that changed around Ziegler and Mark Davis and Josh McDaniels. Now I got to revert back to the standard operation rhetoric of fire Josh McDaniels, fire Ziegler, Mark Davis, sell the team. Just sell it. Because we as the one true nation are tired of this, man. Like, legitimately tired of this. This every year we have this expectation. We're supposed to be going to the Super Bowl, and every single year for the last couple of years, we have been nothing but an utter disappointment. Like, this one's gonna stay with me for a while. Like, you got the broadcasters saying, "I've never seen anything like this." Have you ever seen anybody come in off the street for only a day or two and just lead a comeback victory from 13 points down, 98-yard final drive? These things don't happen in the real world. This is a Madden video game storyline. This is not the real world, but apparently it is. I Season's over. I didn't think it was going to be over when I woke up this morning, but season's over. It hurts. It hurts. Just like my leg and my hip. It hurts. I was thinking to myself, oh man, 4 weeks in a row, 4 victories. I'm about to have a nice little Thursday night with mitigated pain. Nope. All I have on a Thursday night is frustration and pain. It's going to be a long night sitting on my back thinking about how Baker Mayfield is going to have a great night after only being in with the Rams for a day or two. I'm officially depressed. Officially depressed. That's all I got. And before I get off, why is it that it seems every game there is almost an interception or an interception that's based off of Derek Carr forcing the ball to Davante Adams? Like, don't get me wrong, the game was pretty much in hand after they scored, after Baker Mayfield threw that touchdown. But my God, like, we at least had a shot to like maybe get closer to a field goal, something. But why would you throw it to Davante Adams when he's double covered? Like, there's other people on the damn team who can catch the ball. Like, spread it around. I'm just frustrated with everything. But that's one of my biggest pet peeves right now. With Derek Carr, there are other people on this team. Like, you don't have to just force it to Davante Adams, which he has done a lot of the good things this year. By feeding Davante Adams. But Jesus, there are other people on the roster who can catch. All right, Raider Nation. That's all I got. Drink up. Put on your favorite hype mix or your favorite depressing mix or something to mitigate the pain, because this one's a hard one. This is a hard L to swallow. But I'll be back next week with renewed vigor. We're not going undefeated. We're not going to the playoffs. Season's over. But hopefully we can get another win, next week. Y'all stay safe.